It's a cool rainy day here in Tokyo, and we're on our way to the fish market. Everyone in this alley is looking at their phones trying to figure out why they got navigated here for the fish market. So we're going to see if we can find it. Turns out today my GoPro wasn't recording audio. We were at the fish market, so the first place we went was this sushi stall. This man was making fresh sushi. He gave it to us and pointed us where to eat, because you don't walk and eat in Japan. Nancy used chopsticks to have her first taste of Japanese sushi. I used a more American technique. At the next stall we stopped for pancakes, and after we paid, she opened a box and handed us this origami swan. The pancakes were good. They were filled with red bean paste, but there's something about getting a handmade origami swan that just made it an extra special memory. Next thing we did is got in this long line to buy eggs. That's right, we stood in line to buy eggs. But these aren't just any eggs. These are Japanese eggs. These eggs were lovely. They were fluffy, they were sweet and beautiful. Definitely worth the cost and the wait. These beef and potato cutlets were only 250 yen, so we grabbed them, and as we walked over to the eating area, Nancy broke the rules and ate before we got there. They were simple, warm, not greasy, and tasty. Since we're at the fish market, we decided to try something a little unusual. Eel on a stick. Making sure Nancy kept it in plain sight all the way to the eating area, we gave it a try. It looks like I said, it's more fishy than I expected, which is weird to say after eating a fish. Next they had free samples of dried squid. It was a little rubbery. Right next to the free squid was the stall that changed our lives. This is where we had our first taste of Japanese strawberries. These cute young girls took our money with wry smiles because they knew we'd be back. These babies aren't 7-Eleven strawberries, these are the real thing. Nancy went first, then she gave me a bite, and for just a moment, my spirit left my body. It didn't take long for us to devour this one, and we got back in line for another. Still reeling from the sweetness of the first one, we found a place to stand and inhaled the second. Thinking nothing was going to top those strawberries, we stumbled out into the rain, past this coffee shop, apparently beloved by John Lennon, this giant crustacean, and out of the market. That fish market was a lot of fun, and I was actually expecting to eat mostly fish there, but we only ate 2 fish things, the eel and the sushi. Yeah, so we actually only ate 2 fish things and ate enough to be full. So even if you don't like fish, it's definitely worth a stop.
We decided to take a trip out to Tokyo Bay, and we're on an island called Odaiba.
windy outside, so we're going to walk around a few of the themed malls on this island. A lot of cotton candies, but they also have some ice creams. We're going to give those a try. These ice creams look amazing. I went straight in on mine. I got strawberry, Nancy got
strawberry chocolate. It's beautiful.
These are like perfectly created. And I can say from going right in on mine, it's very tasty. So we're gonna eat some ice cream while we dry off a little bit. The future is now. In the Seaside Mall, they recreate a classic Japanese shopping arcade from the 1950s and 60s. The vibrant shops offer a variety of sweets and nostalgic treats. The vintage attractions and the retro gaming arcade add to the nostalgic atmosphere. Aqua City didn't feel Japanese at all, but it kept us out of the rain. We're walking through the mall and we decided to just sit down, and it just so happens the couch we're sitting on is staring straight at a menu of Japanese food. Aqua City, it's just a mall. We started our day at the fish market with fresh sushi. We decided to end the day with conveyor belt sushi. We got assigned a table number and sat down. Inside the table we found a variety of sauces. It also contained our utensils, some matcha, and a little bit of ginger. Next to the table are two conveyor belts. The bottom one runs continually. It's full of sushi. It also has condiments on it. And there's one above. More on that in a minute. There was a slight learning curve as we tried to figure out the ordering system and to translate what each item was.
2 hours later.
Eventually we figured out you just pull things off the conveyor belt, but it's not quite as easy as it sounds. Eventually we figured out the mystery of releasing the sushi and had our first taste. Now, we were there in mid-afternoon and the restaurant was not very busy. So while the sushi tasted good, it also tasted like it had been on the conveyor belt for a while. That's when we discovered the secret of ordering specific rolls. They would be made fresh and come directly to our table on the upper conveyor belt. Nancy also ordered this melon soda that was delivered directly to our table. Nancy decided we needed one with corn. This was not my choice. I'll give it a shot, no question.
It looked interesting.
Okay, it does look interesting, no question about that. Is it only corn? Is that cheese or sauce?
I would guess that it's something like mayo, and it's on top of rice.
I've always thought the only thing that would make corn better is if it were smothered in mayo. Okay, here we go. Well, now I've tried it. Did you like it?
It was not my favorite.
Yeah, I did not. We ended up with 10 plates. It's time to put them down the chute. Okay, so here we go. Oh, did we get a prize? there's always an option to get a prize too. We translated that app and it says that there's something we need to do at checkout. My assumption is that this is something that we would then use on a return trip, which may or may not happen. Who knows? No gift that time. We just scanned our bill. Now it's time to pay. We're done. We're out of money. Time to recharge. We stopped at Family Mart for a quick treat and found this. And this.